Yep, it defaulted to the default microphone after I switched it. Thank you. I'm like, it feels off, but I'm not sure what's going on. That explains it. Because the computer froze, and then I logged back in and reset everything, but it didn't reset, so whoops. Yeah. Hi there. Hi, Ian. What? No fluffy emotes? Jungle emotes this time. Yeah, I did the whole reset to default mic, which is nothing, apparently. Which is funny, because even my cam has a mic that I would expect it to pick up if it's going to do a default, but it didn't. Yeah, it's been a long day. Long fucking day, man. So I got to work this morning, and well, I dropped off my kid, and I got there and in his classroom, and she's like, "Oh, cool, you're working at such and such place today," and I'm like, "I am." Like, I have to start making breakfast right now, and if I'm not working where I thought I was working, then this is a problem. She's like, "Oh, I don't know." So I went and talked to the front, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you're doing that," and I'm like, "Nobody told me." We were playing the character type game. Guess what the other person is saying? Lip reading. It's like the silence jungle command. That's what it was. I just silenced myself. Yeah. Yeah, my schedule has changed all around. So I was supposed to be slated for a 7:30 to 3:30 slot in as the nutritionist, because that is my job title, and I work in the kitchen. But there was that little snafu in the morning, which turned out to be just a giant miscommunication on everyone else's part, and I just didn't get the memo because nobody wrote a memo or sent it to me. And they weren't actually even on the same page. They just thought they were. Anyway, but later in the day, like, actually, so what we were thinking is, do you think you could do this? And then run over here and help them out, and I'll take care of the rest of your day here. And I was like, okay, yeah, I guess I can do that. And it did give me some overtime, which, I don't know, I get plenty of overtime as it is right now, because my job, it's just, it's impossible to get it done in the time. But yeah, so I worked 7:30 to 5:30 today, with a brief, like, commute. 15 minutes.
Lip smilers. Lip smilers? People who smile with just lips. They're obviously hiding something.
The game where you put spacers in your mouth and you read a sentence and the other person has to figure out what you're saying. I think I remember that one. There's also the game where it's like marbles, where you put more marbles in your mouth and then you keep trying to say the thing until you can't fit any more marbles in your or something. Your days have been 8:30 to 9, sometimes 9:15. Ugh. Yeah, those are some long days.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten.
Hi, Womanny. Yeah, we all know Ian had an interesting childhood. Maybe not interesting the way ours was, but still interesting. Okay, what am I doing? Where am I exactly? I haven't earned that hero point. I'm in Kessex Hills? What am I doing over here? Was I going for map completion? Because, wow. No, I'm not interested in that right now. What's over there that I haven't gotten to see yet? Kessex Hills, what comes next? Oh, there's all kinds of original game maps that I just completely skipped.
Welcome to Blackhaven. May I ask what your business is here?
All right, well, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Lorner's Pass. Oh, that's right. I think I was doing... No. Yeah, I was doing my original story. Hi, Misanthropic. How you doing? The 80s were different. Yeah, we know, Ian. It was more affordable when it was under a dollar. 77 cents. I remember the 99 cents. I wasn't really in the US for the other ones.
Salutations, my road little.
There's the fluffy moats.
I'm new to your area. Could you tell me which way that tower in the lake fell when it came down?
I've also been dealing for the last few days with an epic case of TMJ, which is
Tragic, I'm sure. Still,
fun.
means it must be fresh.
So much fun. I think maybe people are talking to me, they may not realize it, but that's that background just all the time.
What's going on here?
You have TMJ? Oh, dang. Sorry. It does. It feels lovely, Ian. Feels like the right side of my face is in a vice grip most of the time. Which, sometimes I wonder how normal I look and sound. Because my battery drains pretty quick anyway, but it's definitely draining in the background all the time right now. Exactly. Death just spent yet another day banning people. That's what he does. I do not sleep on that side, oddly enough, Ian, but it actually helps for me to turn to sleep on that side. I don't know, maybe it's increased blood flow to that side of my face or what. I don't know. I was telling my cousin that, reminding her that the last time I had a case like this, I was exiting the last relationship that I was in that was extremely toxic. And I haven't had it since then. So it's usually an indication that things have reached such, like, I have a lot of issues. Like, my scalp is just constantly like, it's snowing on my head all the time, and it's gotten worse the longer I've gone in the situation. And I can't fix it because it's not a physical thing, it's a stress thing. And I have so many other things, but the TMJ is usually the clincher, literally the jaw clincher. It's the, if you do not do something now, we will just die. We are not going to eat. You don't want to eat. You don't want to chew. You're just not going to eat. Until you fix this, we're just not going to eat. So how long can you go starving yourself before you do something about it? And I'm like, dude, I'm working on it. Could you wait? Could you wait on that? You should just stream banning people. Yeah, you should. Sometimes I go in there in the hub and just watch you do it because it is funny. I'll be sitting there doing my homework and just watching out of the corner of my eye and he's trotting around banning people. Yeah, the only thing that helps is to like press, it's like the pressure point on the muscle on the jawline where everything like converges right here in the little indentation. That does help. But I can't work all day and just walk around with my finger on my jaw. Medicine doesn't touch it. Painkillers don't touch it. Muscle relaxers don't even touch it. I do clench my jaw when I'm stressed, which is usually, that's what I'm saying. I know why it happens, and it's the only reason, obviously, for me. But I have always ground my teeth when I'm really stressed, and I have been really stressed a lot of my life. So I know why it's happening, but I can't fix it without just removing the cause. Symptom management has reached an all new low. You should. Yeah, stream that shit. Exactly, it holds together better.
Quiet new village where no creep will bother you again.
It is funny too because the tiny cat just wanders around and like he'll speed up to a group of people and just stand there looking around at everybody and everybody's like, "Hello, can we help you?" It's a cute little cat, but oh my god, does it wield the band hammer with gusto. Oh, you should see the reactions. These dudes say some, and they turn around like, "Oh, hi." And you're like, "Hi. Would you like to explain yourself?" And they'll be like halfway into the explanation, and you're like, "Yeah, they don't care. Bye." Or like the guy the other night who was like, "Yeah, but what about the thing you said?" And you're like, "Don't you understand how you're being a hypocrite?" And you're like, "I understand. I don't care." Bam. And it's interesting too because in VRC, the person just literally poofs. Like if you ban somebody in chat, you just don't see them talking anymore, right? And their messages get deleted, right? But there's something very fun, like interesting, like how the visual just like poofs, like they just are gone. The end. Like they were standing there 2 seconds ago, now they're not. They're just not there anymore. I don't know. It's funny. Maybe I just need. Maybe I just am easily amused at the moment or distracted. Yeah, maybe Misanthropic, you should just come in there, just go into the hub instance, the group that he's created, and just go in and sit. Like I'll sit upstairs in a corner, like just minding my business, doing my homework, but I can hear what's going on around me, and because I'm curious. And sometimes, you know, I meet people and we talk and we, like, I'll practice Spanish and they'll practice, like, sometimes in God, Death will be wandering around doing his thing. But you just sit up there in a corner and just hang out. Instant karma. Yeah. Yeah, maybe easily distracted. Huh? I don't know what ADHD is. I have no idea. All right. I think what I want to do... J, no, it's H. It's H in this game. I did purchase the new one, didn't I? Yeah. I used to really enjoy the Chronomancer. I'm kind of tempted to go back to it for a minute. The Troubadour. What's this one? Oh. The Virtuoso. This is the one from the new expansion that I haven't done. End of Dragons. Oh, I am doing that. I am in the middle of that one. Right? Yeah, because I did not get Genthir Wilds. I ended up going with End of Dragons. I ended up going in order instead of jumping around like I was tempted to. No, but I have Visions of Eternity too. Wait. I don't know. I don't know. We'll go meet with Gorik, I guess. Wow. That's not what I was trying to do. That direction. Where's the final destination? Over here? Let's just jump. Instead of going through a portal. Oh yeah, Blanket of Smoke. Yeah, I've heard New York and I don't know. I saw Helena in the Discord posting screenshots. And, you know, I've seen some of the memes online where it's like the lettuce diarrhea and and like I can't remember the meme, but it was hilarious. Like, we literally cannot breathe the air. It was already bad, but now we literally are just gonna die from the air and the lettuce. Like, somebody posted too, is like, the donuts are like, yes, our day has finally arrived because lettuce and fruits are actually bad for you. And meanwhile, in my line of work, Death, you're sitting there a minute ago talking about all this lettuce, and I'm like, oh, please put the lettuce down. Go get the donuts. Like, what are you doing? But literally at my job, like, we had beef tacos this week, but we couldn't have any lettuce or tomatoes. It was just meat and cheese because all of the healthy aspects are so fraught with potential disaster that even if I wash them thoroughly with special washes, I would literally have to cook the lettuce to actually ensure that it would not get the children sick. And I don't know if you've ever had wilted lettuce, but it's really not very appetizing. And tomatoes, like, what's the point of cooked tomatoes on a taco? Like, it's just mushy and like, no, just never mind. Everything has to be chopped as it is, and now everything has to be washed, and everything also has to be cooked. So pretty much all of the fruit we're serving, we used to offer fresh fruit. Now we're like making fruit compotes for everything. Everything is cooked. Everything's jam. I just make jam every day, all day. Fuck my life. And fuck the lettuce diarrhea. Like, what the heck? The powers that be were just like, how can we continue to make everyone's lives more miserable? Oh, Lord. Okay, Wolfany, have a good night. Yeah, I hope my jaw feels... I've just been drinking a lot of milk. I've regressed to babyhood. I just drink milk. Yeah, the center of the country is set to broil. A high of 100. Oh, we've been in the hundreds for the last few weeks. It finally started to go down when we started getting storms. Started cooling off finally. Oh. The smoke and the shits. Yeah. Hi, Cassie. All the way up from Ontario down to New York. My favorite is a pot leaf saying to a lettuce leaf, who's the devil now? I haven't seen that one. That sounds awesome. Tacos with sauerkraut and pizza sauce. Sauerkraut and pizza. It's exactly what it is. It's marinara sauerkraut tacos. Oh, it's hot in this closet tonight. Ah, you made chocolate chip cookies today? Oh, yay! You grow your own lettuce and tomatoes. Good for you. Unfortunately, the sun literally scorches anything that I put on my back porch, and there's no room inside. Hopefully soon, I can start again. Hello. Lettuce got too much heat, so I moved it to the east side of Overgrown. Well, but you could move it. Tacos are the new beer rocks? What? What is that? Oh, heavens. And we've been so short-staffed that I was saying earlier, like, I also was filling in literally as a teacher. I was on my own, actually, for like 3 o'clock on with 6 toddlers. I was in charge for taking care of them, changing diapers, all of the above.
Just thought you could use the company.
Seems implausible.
It wasn't bad. I'm happy to fill in, but it does take it out of you.
Spare no detail.
Anka? She's
And considering that my day
colleague
started,
from my
you
time
know,
at
well, I woke
Balnora.
up at 5,
We
but
had a highly
I get to work at
productive
7:30.
I mean,
And then to not get
occasionally
off of work until
experienced a
5:30.
mild arrhythmia when we were working together. But as Blish always said, don't masticate where you hibernate.
Don't masticate where you hibernate.
I'm paraphrasing. Anyway, I lost touch with her years ago.
Uh-huh.
I'm impressed, but we haven't spoken since.
I'll have to share their German Slavic. Oh, okay. I literally was going to start buying baby spinach and lettuce again, and then Larson testing reports was like, never mind.
Nothing like that. Just two ex-colleagues doing research on a problem.
Oh, heavens.
We do have a problem. Tiny and I have been working on a hypothesis about elder dragons.
I
and
had
magic.
just gotten through like one of my salad stages. I go through phases where it's like that's all I want to eat. It's just salad, 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 salad. And I had kind of gotten to the end of it and I hadn't bought more. And then this all hit and I was like, okay, well, I mean, it's a good time to give up salad for a minute. Let's eat pasta for a while.
Allow me to introduce.
And then my jaw was like, fuck that shit. You're drinking soup if you're eating anything at all. Because we have reached the point of no return. If you do not do something now,
Two interns working
you're just
to
gonna
push
starve
the
to death.
boundaries of science.
or be on an entirely liquid
I
diet,
needed to reach out after what happened. I did.
which is ironic.
But there was this plague,
Because-
beetles incubating in people's faces.
It was a long time.
Oh,
I'm happy to see you're well, and eager to see
everyone out there who's on a liquid diet to try to stay hydrated through the shitstorm. I'm just glad we haven't gotten it yet.
made it up. But you said
Or hopefully we don't get it at all. I don't know.
More of a
That seems like wishful thinking.
professional interest.
It's in food in the Discord. Okay. People on my route are of German descent, so I've been given. I don't know why it cuts off half the chat. Some to enjoy during my day. Pretty good, actually.
Me.
I had a thing when I was in Croatia. It was basically like sausage in a, like, not a pita, but it was like a flatbread. It wasn't like a bun. And they usually put sauerkraut on it. And I don't know. It was pretty tasty. I'm sure a lot of cultures have something like that, but... Yeah, I think sometimes I just really enjoy the visual effects, and this game is really pretty. And when I'm really exhausted, and my jaw is in a vice grip, it helps to talk. It's part of why I'm actually even here, because staying silent, it's like the muscles lock up, and they stop getting blood flow, and it gets worse. So talking helps keep it loose. Ah.
Come, champion. We'll catch them.
Orin, hold on. We need a plan. There's no time. They took Gorik.
You can come with
Apparently
me.
Taco Bell is being
Or I
sued
can
over
go
it. Like
alone.
suddenly Taco Bell and White Castle are giving people the shits and
We're not staying out
news.
to fight this time. Scion and champion. Scion and champion.
I think we have, Ian. I was gonna say, like, since when is that abnormal? Like, everybody knows that that's true. Why are we upset now? Why-
And try to find him.
Never thought I'd see
They've always given people the shits. What's the problem?
Clowns, they're killers. Remember Lion's Arch? They work
It's probably because everybody, even people who aren't eating there, are ending up with the issue. So, like, well, it must be their fault. They must have spread it to everybody else. No. I hope they backdate that shit. No pun intended, I know. Taco Bell wins, then every restaurant is a Taco Bell. Excuse me. What's happening? Check inside the ship. Oh, okay.
First Mate Anka has secured situation is what it is behind you.
How did I end up down here?
Kicking your ass.
Okay. I fell through the floor. Is there a ladder here somewhere? I just... Oh, there we go. There's a little walkway.
Getting healthier.
Oh, they're dead. Check inside the ship. Defeat the Aether Blades. This looks cool. It's a Suratech. Oh, they're down there now. Okay. Okay, how did I get down there? I fell through the floor last time. I glitched. There we go.
Aether blades are insidious, but for pirates, they're weirdly into data entry. Check the terminal for a map, a flight plan.
Check the terminal. Okay. You'll be rich. It's almost like cutting funding to tracking foodborne parasites is bad or something.
I'm reading a lot of wind shear up here.
The current shitstorm that we are experiencing is entirely due to the fact that we turned off all of the shitstorm radar. Like, we eliminated the weather balloons, or a lot of them. We fired a bunch of people whose job it was to say, hey, you're about to be killed by a tsunami. Now there's all of this weather that's killing everyone, and we're like, I don't know, I didn't know that was coming. I wonder why. We could not have possibly known. What about the dude they put in charge of stuff who's like, hurricanes don't exist, and everybody in Florida's like, the fuck? Hurricanes don't exist, guys. It's all in your imagination. Just go out there and shoot at them. They'll go away. They're just illusions. Taco Bell didn't Taco Bell always give everyone the shits. Yeah. Got millions to ruin the reflecting pool, but food safety is too much. And childcare. Why couldn't it have been McDonald's? A favor of the current administration. I saw one meme. I don't think I remember to send it to anybody. I thought about you, Miss. I was like, it was like somebody was praying, like, dear Lord Jesus, please. It was like he was praying to the cursed lettuce. That the cursed lettuce would find its way to the Big Mac. Well, he's already incontinent, isn't he? Because of, you know, shooting at hurricanes. Oh, yeah. You remember that conversation last stream, right, Kazzy? They don't exist. I could have sworn all those times I got drunk at what we call a hurricane party was for a reason. Well, I mean, probably the reason you got drunk was not really for a reason, but the fact that there was a hurricane party was probably because there was a reason. So... please let the lettuce reach McDonald's. Yeah, but like, I mean, you guys have, well, how many of you actually read any of the Epstein Files stuff? I downloaded torrents and read through so much before I just didn't have it in me anymore. But like the one guy, it wasn't Sasha Riley. Who was it that like they ripped him a new one, like literally, because fuck that shit. They were not gonna let it happen to them again. And apparently, since that day, like he really is You read through so many. I'm permanently damaged. Like shit's burned in my brain. I know, Ms. I had to stop because I have so many other things I was juggling that I was like, other people will hold the space that needs to be held, and they will read the stuff that needs to be read, and they will hopefully disperse the information that people need to see. But honestly, I really thought that shit would be horrifying enough that it would turn a bunch of people around, and yet they just went right back to just living their lives, making excuses. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are like, oh my god, this is horrifying, and maybe they changed their minds, but not enough. There's just never enough people that are like, what? There's just too many people who are still like, it's probably not real, or I'm sure that it's fine. And I'm like, don't read about the babies, whatever you do. I can never get that out of yeah, because they won't care until it affects them personally. Exactly. Sasha Riley. That's what I'm saying. It was Sasha Riley? Okay. Your dad is still MAGA. I'm not sure my family is MAGA, but they're certainly not. Well, I was having a conversation with Death the other night, and I was like, we were going through like all of the different like things, and I thought, I definitely lean left. I'm definitely more than just a liberal, but I was like, and then we're going through all of what this stuff means. And I'm like, fuck, I am a communist. I really thought like the idea of it and the possibilities that could exist with it. Like maybe it's always never been quite done the right way, but the concept behind it, the theory of it, that is exactly what I believe. I'm like, damn it, I didn't know I was a communist. Yet another reason to put me on a list somewhere, I guess. Dang it. There's way too many people okay with what's happening. I know. Comrade? You put red on too, Cassie? Well, I'll put red together. I've already got the red going on. I just needed to align my political ideals. Just take a look at what's staring you in the face, Jungle. I did. I said, damn it, I'm a communist, you motherfucker. Like it's your fault. But we're just talking along, and I was like, damn it. I thought, yeah, nope, not even that one. What are we doing now? Get out of there? I did. Do I just jump? Maybe I can fly down to the next one. Nope, no flying. Thought I could fly. Maybe I can just jump. There we go. That's right. Continue jumping from ship to ship. Oh, okay. Dyslexic, it's fine, Death. No, I don't care. I don't think the government should own your cows. Well, it's not the idea that the government necessarily owns your cows, and that's what we were talking about, personal property, and how the concept that nobody owns anything is actually not really like Death. Take it away. I can't explain it well enough yet. I still don't understand it well enough. I just know that it makes sense to me. I can't teach it yet. I don't know how to explain it.
No, I can't help you in there. Commander, please don't let anything.
We've also been conditioned from birth that communism is bad, and everybody needs to own everything themselves, but we actually don't own anything. You don't even own your property if you have a house. They can still take that away. So technically the government already owns your property. Like, technically they still own it in a capitalist society. Like, they still own it. They can still take it away if you don't pay your taxes. They still retain the right to repossess it. So we don't even have what we apparently think we have. Lightweight socialist by definition. Your cows are personal property as long as they are not used to create wealth while using others' labor. Yeah, the idea is that it's not like, it's as long as you're not extracting other people's, like, okay, so the way Death was explaining it to me was like literally what my dad has done, which so many people do, is like you buy property and then you use that property you rent it out, and you're making people pay you to live in a property that you're creating wealth by extracting value from a property. It's like you're not living to survive or to live. You're living to build wealth that you don't necessarily need. You know? Like I said, in a perfect world, it might work. And probably in this world, it never would, because there's always some kind of corruption, and I don't know, maybe it would never actually work. But the concept itself makes sense. Everybody probably just thinks that I've been talking to Death, so now I've just decided to adopt his ideas. I don't know. That's not how I work. But that, yeah, anyway. Bernie was very appealing to me. I liked him for a while. Yeah, we've seen dictatorial communism, which is probably not even... I mean, if you look at the word commune, like, how many of us would like to coexist on a piece of land and just make things work and grow food and, you know, watch each other's kids sometimes and have a community? Communes have gotten such a bad rap because they're almost always coupled with, you know, cult leaders and religions who are then using that system to extract the labor and extract value and extract praise and emotional labor, mental labor, physical labor, financial wealth. Like, they're using a system that we should want, but they're using it against the very people that are there for the right reasons, I guess. Dang it. Stop falling off.
I'll be alright. Soon.
You still love Mr. Mittens? Communism has never existed. You've seen authoritarian state socialism. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't think we've actually ever seen communism. I think that we've been told that that's what it was. Dang it. I'm gonna get up there. This way? No. Can I get up there? There we go. Gotta remember I have an extra skill right now, and that's what helps me. It's so hot in here tonight.
That's how I do it.
We've never seen communism. They can have my cows, best leave my ducks alone. Sharecropping is what you're describing. My dad does that with his cows and hay. Someone pays him to use the property and he gets what he needs from his land in return for them working the land. Communes are fine until the creepy dude starts making people touch his pee-wee. So I'm saying it's always been used as a... because it's offering people what they actually need and want, which is community and collaboration, and it's offering them something that they want, that they value. But it's not actually offering them. It's still a ruse. It's still a con. It's a con. It's only ever just used as a con. We've never really seen it happen. Now my hair's in my face. But I feel better. Automod score. Somebody must be doing some modding because it wasn't me. If they let you through, yay. Clearly it does not like certain words. I have not added any of these words to my automod, so if it doesn't like you, it is not my fault. It's the powers that be that have dictated that these are bad things to say. Well, maybe this way? No, that's not helping either. Nope, can't do that. Dang it. Communists are believers in a potential for utopia. Is it EU-topia? We know it's probably impossible, but we'd rather believe in trying to get there than saying, how are we going to pay for that? Fair enough. Dad gets cows from the bull. It's around with the cattle brought over. He gets hay to feed his cattle from the people who harvest the hay. I don't know. Like, I feel like there's a difference between people trading value in order to get what they need. So when your hair blows with the fan, shout freedom. Yeah, it's like one of these little desktop like Arctic freeze things. You can technically like freeze the thing. I don't know how loud it is. But it like does kind of look like I'm blowing in the wind. But I can't even afford 1 acre. And the idea is that, you know, everybody has somewhere to live and everybody has somewhere to grow some food. But when everything is gated, you know, most of, like, my family has always believed that communism means that you take everything from the people who have it and they give it to the people who don't and who didn't work for it. Which is, of course, why they feel so justified in hating it. Because I worked hard for it. I shouldn't have to give it to somebody else who didn't work for it. But it's still just all based on hierarchy and superiority and deserving things, and also based on the idea that other people didn't work for them or don't deserve them, which it kind of, to me, speaks to the belief that you don't believe that all human beings should be equal. You believe that human beings, and if you explain it like this, they're like, well, yeah, no, all humans are equal. And you're like, yeah, but you don't believe that they deserve food unless they have earned the money to buy it. You don't think that they deserve a place to live unless they have found a way to earn the money to pay for a roof over their heads, right? People don't have an inherent right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. They have an inherent right to try to earn it, but that's not a right, is it? We don't have a right to health care and life-giving medicine. We have a right to try to pay for it. And the belief is that they have to believe that it is an inherent lack of value on the part of that other person. It's an inherent lack of drive, that they are morally and like all of the ways that they are actually inferior, and that's why they're failing to provide their basic needs, because that means that I am still superior because I have. And it completely eliminates the idea of privilege. It completely eliminates the idea of class and race and all of this stuff that has affected this country from day one. So as long as they can believe that they deserve what they have, that means that other people don't deserve. They don't deserve it. Because they also don't want to have to give their stuff to anybody else. Which... They hate Robin Hood. And they don't even realize it. Because they are the rich and they don't realize it. I'm not rich. Yeah, you are. That's why they hate Robin Hood. Because they know. The bot's got its eye on you. It knows I'm a menace to society. I don't know. You're one of my favorite people already. So I think probably we need to just accept the fact that we're all a menace to society. And I need to educate my bot because he needs to know, like, this is not a problem. This is a plus. Imperialism, yeah. From each their ability to each their needs. Yeah. It's about sustainability. Once you have what you need to sustain your needs, and the surplus goes to those who need it. That's exactly what we're saying, Ian. But most people seem to have this idea that communism is about, it's a bad word, right? It's about taking, like, we get to decide who gets what, and we have the right to come and take whatever is yours at any given time because we feel like it. And I don't know, maybe that is the dictatorial, authoritarian socialism or whatever that we've actually seen. We've often seen them call things names that they are not. I mean, Antifa, for example, you know, that big famous war where everybody was a hero if they fought the Nazis, and they were fighting against fascism, and fascism was bad. And now, if someone identifies as Antifa, anti-fascist, now they're bad. What does that tell you? Wait, what? Now if you're Antifa, you're a problem. Interesting. Yeah, we live in a caste system. They don't want to believe that they do. They want to diss all day long on the caste system in India, for instance, example. I can't tell you how many times my family has gone on some kind of a tirade about, like, well, you know, if your last name is a Patel, it means that you're, like, at the top and you just, like, look down your nose at everybody else. And I'm like, hypocrite party of one. Like, hello? Maybe we don't all have the same last name if we're assholes, but yeah. Yeah. You want to moot with Crocs? A moat. You want to moat with Crocs? A self-sustaining homestead? Yeah, me too, Ian. A moat. A moat. So many moats. Wow. You have managed to spell that in so many different ways tonight. Conservatives would literally be licking King George's boots. Yeah, they would have been the loyalists. Like the... What was it? It wasn't Peaky Blinders. What's the other name? Penny Dreadful. The speech that the dude gives, the guy that's the doctor, he's giving the speech to this random community. It's after World War I, before World War II, because Hitler hasn't come to power yet, right? I guess. So he's giving the speech, and he starts out talking, and I'm just immediately thinking, this sounds like every conservative I've ever met. And it sounds good to them, and they think it's a good idea, and they don't see the problem in it. But I know that it's not what it sounds like. You know? We shouldn't fight in other people's wars. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't start the wars either. Like, that could be part of the problem. You know, like, and he gets to the end of his spiel, and he's like, he's all about, like, trying to bring about the like, he clearly is a proponent of Nazi Germany. He's living in the United States, and he's saying his entire speech could like if you didn't see the uniform he was wearing, like he was literally wearing a swastika and they were carrying swastika flags and all this stuff, like if you didn't have that imagery in your mind while he was saying what he was saying, you would just be hearing every conservative person that you've ever met talking about shit. Like it's exactly the same shit I've heard so many times from my circles growing up, and I was like, I feel like there's worlds colliding here. Like I already knew this, but it was weird with the visual in place while hearing those exact words, and it was just like click 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 click, you know. Throws self in the moat. Don't do that, Kathy. There's Crocs in there. Although the way you spelled it, I'm not sure if they're like Crocs of butter or... Just giving you shit. They just believe the stupid American propaganda thinking communism is taking from the rich. Yeah. I think they think communism is taking from them, and they don't consider themselves to be rich. So they think it's taking from the middle class. And they don't like that. We eat the rich. A sign of fava beans and nice Chianti. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of fava beans, but, you know, I'm cool with some kind of bean. The struggle is real. Penny Dreadful is one of the best series ever. I'd never seen it. I kind of have avoided it because I thought it was just yet another... I don't know. I also haven't had a lot of time to watch TV until probably the last... Well, never. I make time now. I can make time now, but I don't. Yeah, City of Angels. Eva Green is also my future ex-wife. Oh, Eva Green. The shoe? She's talking about Penny Dreadful City of Angels released in 2020. Okay, I was going to say, I don't know if there's a difference. Is there more than one Penny Dreadful death? Oh, okay. Well, if there's other ones, then you guys should post them in the Discord, and I'll go put those on my list to look at some point in the future. We had a channel at some point for like favorite TV shows, didn't we? Maybe it was just like the multimedia channel or whatever you call it. I don't know. That was probably what Drox renamed to Start Pancaking. That's probably why that's that. Anyway. Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Continue moving from ship to ship, I guess. Well, I guess that's the next one. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna get down there because it's too far over. Maybe I can. Oh, that's right. I've got this thing I can do. This green. Oh, it's too far. Oh, I see. There's that thing over there. Okay, I gotta get on that thing. I have not been paying attention to this. Barely made it. Oh, there's one over there too. Ow. Did I make it? Oh, so close. Okay. Can I go over there? Oh, okay, maybe not. Maybe I gotta go to that one. That one over there. Ow. Okay, this one I can make it to. Okay, where am I going? That way now, maybe? Yeah, okay. I just like the visuals of combat. It's very pretty. It can be a little chaotic, but it's just really pretty. It really is one of the most beautiful games, I think. Subscriber movie night in VRC with Jungle. Ooh! Oh, that's a good idea. We used to do in Discord, but they don't like us anymore. I don't know why I didn't think about the fact that I've been watching movies in VRC and we could all do that. I mean, it would require everybody to have VRC, but like that's not. It's free on Steam. Like, it can be our new, and we could all go sit in the Popcorn Palace and watch it together.
Pockets of munitions. Weapons check on the extractor. Prepare for live operation.
Oh, I can't go through there? Okay.
Contingency.
Can I get over there? Oh, okay. It's cool too because you can like pretend you're actually all sitting on a couch and watching the movie. And you're automatically in a voice channel, so you could chat about it while you're sitting there watching it. You don't have to like, yeah. Why did I not think of that? Where did I go? How do I get out of here? I somehow got stuck in the bowels of the ship. That didn't really work. Let's try again. No line of sight. Of course not. Alright, we're gonna have to jump off the ship or something. Respawn someplace else. No! How the heck? Ugh. I am literally stuck. Ugh. I don't want to log out. I want to start this again. It fell through the floor somehow. I can't get up there because I can't find a line of sight. Ah. I'll take my cut as your events manager and creative direction when you start making money. Okay. We used to do things. We used to do movie nights. We used to do game nights and stuff. That was also when I had like 100% of my time to spend doing whatever the fuck I wanted, whenever the fuck I wanted to. I needed an events manager then, but I didn't have one. So close. Oh, you have pulled a Cassie. Stuck some random spot in the game. Yes. It was in Discord, the movie. Yeah, the movie night was in Discord, but now you can't do that because it flags you and like, it's like, no, you can't do that. Because they figured out that people were doing movie nights in Discord. I just want to get out of here and fall off the world so I can come back in some other place. Oh, Lord. Fine. Try again. I need to actually focus this time.
Scout ahead and try to find him.
I spend more time stuck in some random rock than I do actually playing Neverwinter. That definitely used to be me. Honestly, I think the reason I don't get stuck very often in that game anymore is that I know all of the places that you can get stuck. By trial and error, I've discovered them all, so I'm like, don't go that way. You'll never leave. I have an oddly specific information base about the game.
Ether blades are
I can be very specifically helpful to newbies.
Check the terminal for a
Don't
map,
go that
a
way.
flight plan.
What did we watch? 3 original Star Wars, Big Trouble in Little China. Yeah, we did do that. I'm sure we watched some of my favorites, like George of the Jungle and The Gods Must Be Crazy or something like
I
that.
have to get off this thing.
We did like community choice. At some point, we started just doing like community like polls and stuff, and we would just pick. We would pick from that. I want to say most of the polls kind of ended up being driven by Drox.
You know, you're gonna have to jump.
Trent, Walton, prepare for mist reversal. You heard the captain.
Drox popped up briefly when I first came back in like November of last year, and then I haven't seen him since. Hope he's okay. I mean, not being in stream does not mean somebody's not okay. I just realized I haven't talked to him since then. I've met him in real life too. I used to have his phone number. I don't think I do anymore.
Reading some crazy energy spikes, Commander. See anything strange?
You could say that.
I drove through his area on my way home from seeing Mama and Viper
Commander, please don't let
in
anything
2020.
happen to Gar-
We had ice cream.
Just you and me now, champion. Maybe just you. I have no way to get to the next ship. Let me help. I think you'll enjoy this.
You think I'll enjoy this? Okay. Let me go that way. Woohoo! I almost fell off the other side. No! We watched other stuff, I know. I know we did. Between that and falling off stuff, no idea how it progressed in the game. Princess Bride, yeah. A Knight's Tale. Oh, we watched that as a community? The Gods Must Be Crazy class. I love that movie. I grew up on that one, actually. There's one particular YouTuber who does, like, Lego builds. And a lot of his little transitions are the little pan flute transitional music from The Gods Must Be Crazy. And I'm sure that it's like not specific just to that movie. But every time I hear it, I'm like, oh, I know that. I know that music. I like the satire, or like the just the irony in it, like the narrator. Yeah, no, there's a lot about it. I really enjoy that movie still. I haven't seen it in a while though. Probably been like 5 or 6 years. I tried showing it to the most recent person and I don't know. They didn't seem very interested. That should have tipped me off. I don't know, not everybody has to like it, but yeah, Knight's Tale. We were just talking about it to the kids the other day. Oh, Ready Player One. Oh yeah, I think we did. I don't even know how you remember all these. Like, I do not remember. I know we did movie nights, and we did them like once a week. We did a lot of them for a minute. But I couldn't tell you half the stuff we watched.
Just a contingency. Make sure it's ready.
Oh, are you gonna shoot at me some more? Okay. I was thinking maybe I could go up there, but it's not letting me. Okay, there we go.
Hold them off. I'll deal with the prisoner. No burner.
Ooh, I can pick up the cannon? Ooh. What am I supposed to do with this? Boom? Oh, I literally threw it. Alright, let's go in here. I never seen it, and me and hubby was like, oh hell no, you gotta see it. What? How have they never seen it? I don't know. It is kind of an obscure one, I guess. I've brought it up to literally everybody that I've ever met, and because it has always been one of my favorites. And I think maybe 1 out of every like 30 people has heard of it. But you know, when I first came back to the United States in 2003, people didn't know where Venezuela was. They didn't know it was a country. I used to have to reference where I was from in regards to like Colombia or like west of Brazil, like and they would still be like, I don't know what that is, but okay. I thought maybe I could shoot at it from here. Oh, let's go this way.
I'm neither here nor there.
There's one more up there. How do I get up there? Oh, there are some stairs here. Okay, there we go.
That did it. Now to find the right ship.
Now I gotta find the right ship. Okay. Well, how many are there? We were talking about it because a wildlife video guy was talking. People always ask Tubby if he was from New England, like Maine. When he told he was from England. Oh. Did he have an accent? If he didn't have much of an accent, or even if he did, apparently people would still. I'm from England. Oh, you mean New England? No, England. The OG. Okay, it is just really hot in here. I'll be right back. He has a massive accent, I was gonna say. No, people just live in their little bubble. I'd say, like, I grew up overseas, and they'd be like, what's that? I'm like, I grew up in another country. And they're like, why? I'm like, do I feel like explaining this to somebody who appears to have the mental acuity of a rock? And the answer was always yes, because I felt like I had to. But I did not feel like it. He lived in England from birth to age 38. Oh, yeah. There's no escaping that one. It's definitely insulting to a rock. Rocks are awesome. I used to have a rock collection, but with a weight limit on the little Cessnas, bringing a rock collection back to the U.S. was not a feasible consideration. It is very, very warm today. Chair stream. The bot is dead. I tried connecting the bot. Oh, that was earlier. Thanks. The bot is dead. So I tried to connect it because it needed to be redone, and I have changed my authorization for my 2-factor to my new phone number on my account, but I neglected to do it on the bot's account. I forgot about that one. And so I'm going to have to find some kind of a workaround so that I can do the 2-factor to link the bot back to the bot. Because it's still sitting into my old number, and I'm like, damn it. See, I knew this was going to happen. I still decided it was worth it, but ugh. Who kill it? What? I forgot to respond to my boss earlier. Hang on. So I guess this next week I'm going to be filling in as a teacher too on Thursday. Beer Rocks are yeasted bread rolls filled with savory ground beef, cabbage, onions, and seasonings. I remember being... How did I miss the steak and potatoes? That looks delicious. And asparagus. I did this thing at one point. It was like every culture, every country has some form of a meat pie. And I'm a fan of literally all of them. You want me to go over there? Okay, if you say so.
I'll take care of this one.
The unfortunate fact is that with the TMJ, when it's not actually searing the nerves, like shooting nerve pain up into the back of my neck and up, like behind my ear or down into my jaw, or just being super tense, it is itchy. The other side effect is that sometimes it's just itchy. And it just feels like your entire jaw is itching and you cannot scratch it because there's no way to scratch that itch. Like when something is healing, maybe that's what's happening. I don't know. Oh God. I only get this when things are really, really bad. Okay, where am I going? That direction? Can I go over there? Too far? Too far? Too far? No, I literally just did this. How about that one? Down, no. Can I jump down to this one? Oh, there we go. I just needed to jump. And now I can jump to that one. There we go. Oh, hello, Ether. How you doing? It is maddening. Have you ever had TMJ? I imagine with the amount of stress you've endured in your life, you've had some kind of equivalent to this horror. Not everybody experiences it the same, but I'm pretty sure everybody experiences it somehow. Ugh.
Next ship's too far. I have to steer this thing closer.
Oh, I have to steer this one? The next one's too far. Okay, that's nice. So I gotta steer this ship. going okay, eating a bit of dinner. Are you going to go Uber tonight? My body does all kinds of weird stuff, especially if stressed. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, I will. I'm already out, so I have no excuse not to. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, stress does all sorts of weird things. When you realize that there's not really a reason that you should be this way unless it's stress, like, it's like, well, what else could it be right now? Like, it can be bad.
How's she doing that? What the hell's going on?
And part of the reason that I know about it is that I've literally experienced it before. I've dealt with it now, and so now it's actually a pattern. It's a pattern, and my body is following. Like, wait, I've been here before. What? Damn it. Is that where we're at? That's where we're at again. Okay. I don't know where this thing is going, but hopefully closer to where I need to be. There's Aurene. Oh, ships are going down. Thanks, Aurene. Where am I going now? This way? I'm guessing. Oh no! I didn't mean to fall off! Fortunately, it just respawns you in this game, which is nice. I'm gonna shoot you. Uh-huh. Where do I want to go next, though? That way, maybe? And that way? I get to stress my body, it just shuts down now. Ugh, like you can't move, think, talk, eat, work. I don't know. I think I reached that point a long time ago, and I just didn't have a choice but to keep going because I had a tiny human relying on me. But I think if it was just me. Also, if it was just me, I probably wouldn't have tried so hard to make it work. I would have just been like, okay, bye.
Some kind of landmass in the distance. Timey!
Your body goes, hey, I know life is sucking right now, but you know what would make this even better if your body just stopped doing body things. You know, right? Years and years of it. It's just like, nope. Yeah. Usually by way of an ataxic attack. Sometimes it's other stuff to be like, nope, you need to chill. Happens to your youngest daughter too. Ugh. I was just realizing, like, when I reached this point with the TMJ and all of the compounded factors, all of this stuff, it's all autoimmune, right? I have so many friends that when they've exited the situation that they were living in, their problems have magically cleared up. And it's not because it's magic, it's because they were all stress-induced. And life is stressful, but it doesn't have to be this stressful, right? I don't know. But yeah, when I reach this point, it's like, yeah, well, but maybe I should keep trying a little bit longer. Maybe you should stick it out just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer would probably be smart. And that's when my body kicks in and says, if you don't fucking do something right now, I'm going to kill you. And I'm like, oh, it's that bad, because we've been pushing through boundaries for years. We've been pushing through and pushing through and pushing through exhaustion and pushing through everything. We've been pushing through because we had to. And so I'm on that default pattern, like, well, maybe I should just keep pushing through. I've done it so many times before when I didn't think I could, and I didn't think there was anything left. And my body was exhausted, and it was experiencing all of these symptoms, and I was having panic attacks daily, and like, just like, but I kept pushing through. Like, maybe I can just keep pushing through. And then my body says, you want to eat? Fuck you. How can I make this more clear to you? If you don't do shit now, you're dead. Well, you know, however long it takes to starve to death if you just drink milk. I'm probably fine. It'll be fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. That is what ours is. Autoimmune is the root, but stress seems to be the trigger. Yeah, well, I think a lot of these autoimmune conditions are developed from the stress. I think a lot of us, because I don't have so many, like, it's almost, there have been actually been studies done on it now, like the autoimmune diseases that women are so likely to contract. These chronic autoimmune, like even like fibromyalgia. I have so many friends who have ended up with fibromyalgia, and then they exit these situations that they've been living in that they thought were normal because of how we were raised thinking that was normal, and somehow within a couple of years they no longer have any of the symptoms. It's not that it was all in their head, it's that it was literally a product of their environment. It was environmental factors. I know that when I'm no longer in this environment, my dandruff will disappear. Like this massively impossible to cure snowing dandruff every single day. Like, I cannot, there's nothing I can do about it. It is just, because I was reading up at one point finally, and I was like, I don't know what else to do. And it was like, it can be stress induced. And I was like, oh fuck yeah, that makes sense. And like my chronic like muscle like tension in my back and my neck and my like I am just one walking pile of tension. And that's not actually my natural state. I'm intense. I'm driven. But no. Gotta love the stories of people with chronic problems leaving the U.S. and going overseas and having it all go away magically. That has also occurred to me. Yeah, a lot of times it's how they're activated. Yeah. I think that, okay, so literally, my course this last unit was about the intersection of biological and psychosocial and psychological and social differentiators and factors to health, because it used to be that everything was just like, well, if you have a disease, it's a biological issue, it's a pathogen, it's a whatever. And now they're starting to recognize the fact, like they're actually making models about the shit and talking about it. I'm like, well, it's obvious to all of us, but I'm glad that you've decided to like literally make it scientific. Fun fact, apparently I got a 0 on the assignment. I don't know why. I stayed up and wrote. And so I'm not sure what happened. I could have hit like a mental block and submitted it. I don't know. I don't know what happened. It's fine. I did all of my other assignments for last week, but that one for some reason just like woof. Like woof. But they was talking about all three of those components and how much stress and the social aspect of things and everything, like all of it combines to really break down the body. And I've seen it and felt it and experienced it in real time. Like, I rarely get sick from biological factors because unless my immune system is depressed because of social and psychological factors. Like, if I am dealing with a great deal of stress, I am way more likely to get sick. If I am not, I'm way more likely to fight off any kind of biological thing. Like, I didn't used to get sick that much when I wasn't stressed. I've been so stressed now for so many years that it's almost guaranteed I'm going to get sick if something is coming around. And it's not because I'm weak. It's because my body is so compromised from the levels of stress that it's managing every day. Ridiculous. Every time I'm outside the U.S., I'm 1,000% better. And you know, maybe I somehow subconsciously realized that when I was trying to leave the U.S. all of those times, like from when I came back in 2003 until I finally accepted my fate in like 2011, I kept trying to leave the country because I was trying to feel at home somewhere, and it didn't feel at home here. I didn't feel like an American. I didn't fit in. And I always felt so much more relaxed anytime I went, even on like mission trips, even though I didn't agree with what they were doing. I didn't agree with whatever their propaganda was. But I went to see people. I went and I met people and I talked to people. And there's one picture that a friend of mine took on one of these mission trips, and they were doing whatever it was socializing time. So they were all like up in the house socializing with each other, and I had gone outside, and I was just, there's a picture of me, like I'm just like looking up at this tree, like thinking. You can see my eyes, like I'm looking up at the leaves, and I'm thinking because there was this group of kids that had started, like I had asked, like I was practicing my Spanish. I would just go and I would talk to them, and I would ask them questions like I was a child, like I didn't know what I was doing because I didn't. And they got so excited, and there was this little group of kids. Like everywhere I went, I was just followed by all these kids. And so the picture that they took was of me in one of those moments where anytime I had free time where we weren't working on houses or cooking food or whatever we were supposed to be doing, I would just be out there talking to the kids and asking questions and practicing words. And they would correct me, and they would think I was funny. And so in this one, I was like looking up at the tree, and I'm playing with a leaf because I do that all the time. And I'm just playing with a leaf and looking up at the tree and trying to think of what the word is for this kind of tree, because I know it. It's like right there on the edge of my brain. When they took that picture and they showed it to me later, I know exactly where I was in my brain. That's why I know what I was doing. But those kids are all just like, in the picture, I don't think I recognized what they were doing. In the picture, they're all just like sitting in a circle around me, and they're just like all looking up at me. And one of them is pointing at something, and like I never felt at home in the U.S. the way I always feel, even in a country I've never been to before. I had never been to Guatemala before in my life, but in like 2 days, I was friends with the kids and the people, and I was practicing Spanish, and I would get up in the morning and go downstairs and go help them make breakfast, because why was it their job to cook for us like we were like the queens and kings because we were here? Like, no, I want to go down and I want to see how you cook. I want to help, you know? I should have just kept following it. But I thought I needed to figure out a way to stay here and accept this reality, because this is where I was supposed to live. I wish I had more of a backbone. I thought I was chasing the past. I thought I was chasing a feeling of when I used to feel like I fit in and I felt like I belonged in a place that I understood and that made sense to me, and that I was running away from adulthood. But I don't think I was. I think I was chasing what's real. Because I always experienced like true human connection on those trips. I not with the people I was there on the trips with, not really. The people that were there. Anyway. Ha ha ha. I have fibromyalgia, episodic ataxia type 2, celiac. That was all before the heat failure and the vision issues. Oh gosh, heart failure. Oh, so much icing on the cake. I'm sorry, Kazi. And like I said, most of my friends have experienced a huge reduction in their symptoms, but I am aware of the fact that it's not like everybody. But oh gosh, yeah, I'm the same way when it comes to getting sick. Never really happens despite all of the people's interactions I have. But when I'm extremely stressed, when the stress finally goes away, that's when I get sick. Yeah, it's like when your body's like, okay, can we relax now? Are we going to be okay? And then it gives out. It's like, okay. Life in the UK is way less stress than in the States. And even the UK has its own problems, right? Ugh. It's insane. It's so hot in here. Aw, my cousin. Okay, so every once in a while you run into these moments where people have just been kind to random people, right? So there's just a little note and take a bunch on the note, and there's a bunch of dried lavender just in a vase, and it's like, hey, take some. And this is just a random apartment complex, just a random person was like, hey, I have a bunch of this stuff, take some. And a reminder that good exists, and it made me happy. I can't tell you the number of times I've run into that. Like, there are these little moments. Like, when I lived in LA in that little studio bed apartment and washed my clothes in the tub, and my cousin and my brother lived there with me in the studio. We all had, like, air mattresses that were, like, single wide, tiny cots and air mattresses. And we lived in this studio. And, they were in massage school, and I was working 3 jobs, and but there was the little laundry room was down in the basement, and you'd go down there, and that's where people would leave boxes of books or whatever. That was the community exchange point. Something I've noticed is that there's almost always a community exchange point. People can't help themselves. Our community exchange point on this property is the recycling bin. We have a trash dumpster and we have a recycling bin. And the recycling bin, there's always all kinds of like beautiful furniture and electronics and like TVs and toys, kids' toys. It's like we don't have the time and energy to list it or find a buyer or a person to pick it up even for free, but we're going to leave it here, and it's visual enough that anybody driving past will see all of this and they might take it home and give it some new life. So we have a community exchange point here. The one in LA was the laundry room, and there was this little box of books, and people would keep like bringing their books to donate if they decided they were done with them. I still have at least 3 or 4 of the books that I got out of those boxes, and some of them were incredibly important to my growth in my journey, my healing journey. Like The Wisdom of the Subconscious Mind. I still think about that one. I still read it. I still think about it. It still affects me to this day, because sometimes I feel like I can't think about things enough, fast enough, smart enough, and I'm like, just relax, because you have experienced this where you're just like, this is a problem I have and I don't know how to fix it, but I'm going to relax and let it go, and I'm going to go to sleep, and I'm going to wake up in the morning, and sometimes my subconscious mind has solved it for me and I know what to do. Not always, but like trusting that there's more than just the super present, logical, analytical mind to solve things. There is that subconscious mind that can solve things, that can analyze and process. And anyway, I still have several of those books, but I appreciate the community exchange points, because people find a way to build community. It's part of the reason I actually want to stay in an apartment. I don't necessarily want to live out on my own in the middle of nowhere, because I have been supported and I have survived because of nearby community. Like people who live next door, people who accidentally became grandmas to my kid because they lived right next door. And we lived next to them for 2 or 3 years. So, like, people that you come in contact with, and people that you build relationship with, and people that are literally in your own physical community can sometimes become your actual community. They can become your support network. And they have been my salvation in a lot of ways. So, still think that communism, as bad as we all think it is, as the word that is actually essential to our survival. Because we're doing it. We're already all doing it. Like all the buy nothing groups, the purchase nothing groups, they're so prevalent. Like, I have no doubt that when and if I ever move out, I will have no problem finding furniture for free. Because people are just like, I don't need this anymore. Can you come get it? Like, I don't want to sell it. I just want to give back to the community. And because every time we need something, somebody else has something, that when we have the opportunity to just give it away, we also give it away. And we're building community. People are building death. They're literally building communal spaces by just doing it, in spite of, despite the current system. People are just doing it. I think that's going to have to be how it starts. My migraines are 90% better since living here. Yes, some things are environmental. Weather changes, really sensitive. Oh, even the smallest acts of kindness are huge to someone somewhere. Yeah. It's almost as if we are community-driven creatures. Yeah, you missed it earlier, Ether. I think I realized I was a communist like last night, and I was like, damn it. It's almost like people are inherently communal, and all this talk about people are inherently selfish and greedy is bullshit. But the more they talk about it and the more people believe it, the more that we operate on the basis of it. It's a false premise. We have established this they have established this false premise that people are naturally greedy and selfish, and just like my mother believes that children are naturally born manipulative and selfish, and that they're only out to control their parents. Like, maybe it's a learned behavior. People are inherently communal, and this is what I have experienced. And that's why I was saying that even living in this area, even if I can't go where I would love to go and do the things I would love to do, if I'm going to stay somewhere like in this area, this is a decent area to do it, because people here are building community. People are inherently communal, and they are actually taking steps and making efforts to make that community a reality. When I first discovered the library, there was a tiny library, and I got there, and there were these 2 other moms with their 2 boys, a boy each, and they were all literally around the same age as my kid, and we formed a bond, and we were there almost every week, and we were all struggling, and it turned out later that probably the reason that we all could understand so much about each other was that we were all literally living basically the same lives with our kids, different lives, but after my kid was diagnosed, another one was, and the other one I'm fairly certain would be, but hasn't been. So it's like, there's a reason that we all congregated in that tiny library because that was where our kids weren't overstimulated. And it was like, we are friends now, and they are the backbone of my support group in this local area. But I realized that a lot of us didn't know where to go besides the library. And so I made a Facebook group, and I invited them, and I invited a librarian who had become our friend, and I invited other people, and that thing took off. And we had like hundreds of members like overnight, because there were groups for mothers, there were groups for nannies, there were groups for stuff. There was no group for people like us that were like fit into this niche where we weren't like super fancy or super rich or super anything. We were just, most of us were like stay-at-home moms, and some of us were single stay-at-home moms, you know, but we were in relationships, but we were single. And like there was a lot of community that was created and developed in that space, and I created it because it wasn't there, because I had needed that and it wasn't there, and I was like, maybe other people need it. The same way I created this community. I was like, well, I didn't create this community, I started streaming and this community got built around that. But I was like, this doesn't exist, but it was helpful for me, so maybe it will be helpful for other people, so let's make it. So I made it, right? And as time has shifted and things have changed, there have been other people that have stepped up that have other resources that have allowed me to take a step back from that group, and the resources are available without me having to do anything because somebody else is handling it. But at the time, there was nobody handling it, so I created a stopgap, right? People are inherently communal. And if there's one thing that I've learned is that women especially, I think, have learned to rely on each other because there's not a lot of other people we can rely on. And we are carrying a lot of weight a lot of times. And without community, you will drown. So we're all trying not to drown. It's more propaganda. That is how I am. I'm like, if you want it, come get it. Just do it fast. It's in my way. That's the vast difference in culture I saw while I was in the Czech Republic during COVID. We welcome you, comrade. Thank you, Ether. How did you put it, Death? No, you actually said what I said. It's like, God damn it, I am a communist, you motherfucker. Anyone that could run a sewing machine was making masks, and anyone that couldn't was donating fabric and thread. We did have people doing that here. We did have some people doing that. But they all got so much shit for it. Why are you doing that? You're just perpetuating the lie. Okay. I've seen a lot of people come together the proper way during COVID. Kind of restored my faith in some. I did see some people come together. I also saw a lot of people not. It's like equal amounts. The excess masks were tied to a tree outside the hospital for anyone to take. My cam chat, we would take people on walks or whatever that we could to help people not go crazy. Aww. That was smart. I remember sitting next to the window while reading a book, and I heard this thunderous noise. I stuck my head out the window, and the entire city was clapping and cheering for the healthcare workers. Oh, God. They did not get that here. They did not get that here. I love his little old ladies making hats and boots and stuff for babies in the hospital. Yeah. There are plenty of examples of people appreciating and building community and communal spaces. And like in my town, we have a tech shop. It's free IT something or other. And people donate computer parts and laptops and whatever they have that they don't need. And these guys who have IT backgrounds and shit, they like fix things. They make working laptops out of what they receive. They sometimes it's just they just needed a power cord. Sometimes, you know, you needed to replace the motherboard. Sometimes, you know, like, and then they either sell it for really dirt cheap or they just give it away to people in the community. And they have a storefront. You can walk in and say, do you have this? You know, can I have that? It's something I haven't seen on that particular front before, but it definitely exists. There are a lot of people that are building things and who value the community. But there are still plenty of naysayers. There's still plenty of people who want to water the crops with Gatorade and think being stupid and unintelligent and ignorant is a sign of intelligence. So, if people spent more time doing that and less time bitching, how blessed would the world be? Communism. Like I said, it's a bad word, but the concept is sound. It's not a bad word. It's been made to be a bad word. Yes, this is a game, Black Belt. Hi. How you doing? Is it? It is a game. I'm not playing it, but it is a game. Some level of bitching is required, but only about the important stuff. I think I need to go this way now. This one. I have just been... I mean, the title is insert title here, so... I give 0 shits today. I had 0 fucks to give, and I gave them. Hey, did any of you... I just reminded me... I have like this flashback of like the offering plate in church when I said I had 0 fucks to give. And I was just thinking, how many of you guys ever like were stuck in that situation? Like, if you were, I don't know. But like I was always stuck in church, and I was always stuck watching an offering plate go by, because they always did extra offerings whenever the missionaries were in town too, because like, hey, let's do a special love offering for the missionaries, and I'm like, let's not, please don't put us on the spot. But they did it anyway. But you still had to watch the stupid plate go past, and you had to pass it down all 6 family members in your pew, and all of you were putting nothing in it because you didn't have anything, and also because it was supposed to be a love offering for you, which felt super awkward. Like, I'm just going to stand here and wait for all of you guys to give me stuff and not look awkward. And then I was thinking about the fact that anytime that we were actually at our home church, where they were doing the offering plate, and it was supposed to be everybody participates, no matter how poor you are, no matter if you're the missionary or not, nobody's going to overlook it this time. And I didn't even have like a quarter or anything to put in it. Sometimes my dad would hand us pennies or something to like put. We were fucking dirt poor. We were very poor. If it wasn't for communism, we wouldn't have had any roofs over our heads or food to eat. Even if they were MREs, at least they were food. Fucking MRE toast and Thousand Island dressing. What are you supposed to... It was food, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so, like, I was just thinking about, like, when there was nothing for me to put in the plate. Like, what did I used to pretend that I put something in it. I would, like, open my, like, I have a closed fist, and I would, like, put it over the plate, and then I would open my fist and drop nothing in, and then retract my fist and put it back in my lap. because I just couldn't bear for it to look like I was putting nothing in it because society and because expectation and all of this crap. And I was just like, why is it not activating the camera mode? There we go.
Commander, I think we're going down.
We're going down? I just jumped through a million ships and then this one's on fire? Could we have just picked a different ship? Of course I'm dead. I couldn't pick a different ship. That was not an option. I've been cannonballing from ship to ship. Just cannonball into the water. Apparently not. The concept is sound, and then you read the theory, and it's even more sound. Yeah. It's the execution that people have a problem with, because if you describe it, and you're talking about the theory, and you're talking about the concept, I was like, oh, that sounds nice. And then you're like, it's communism, and they're like, oh no, that's bad. Okay. Why? It's the same thing as, like I said, when I was listening to the dude, the Nazi dude, talk about literally all the shit that I hear come out of my conservative Republican family's mouths about not getting engaged in other people's wars. I agree, but also not for the same reason. I think that we should stop starting wars, and we should stop being imperialist, capitalist fucktards, and we should leave people alone. And then we wouldn't be getting involved in wars for monetary gains for the 1%. Like, maybe, you know, maybe. But hearing what he's saying, it sounds exactly like what I heard growing up. But he's wearing a Nazi uniform, and it's like, oh, yeah. It's the same thing, isn't it?
Unacceptable. I want my comms call. We have a right to counsel.
I wasn't a fan when my mom was tithing when she had absolutely no money. It's just a con. The church is just a con. All of the churches. I really thought that I could just find one that actually, you know, was going to make use of it, and that I was actually contributing communally to the, you know,
I swore I'd never go back in.
to the community. And it was always just lining the pockets of somebody. And for me, a lot of times I didn't have money, but I would volunteer my time. Extraction of labor. Extraction of labor 101 was my reality. Yeah, sure, let me volunteer to be the musical talent. Let me volunteer to do the dishes and cook the food and cater the event and plan the event and set up for the event and clean up after the event. And yeah, let me do everything for free. But it's not like, if it was actually a communal thing, it's different. It's different. It's different. When it's extraction of labor, it's just different than if it is a community-driven effort that benefits the community. These were almost always fundraisers, and the fundraisers were always for, I mean, sometimes they were to send people overseas on mission trips, but what was the purpose of the mission trips? The mission trips was, once again, they had an ulterior motive. Disguised as community, and truly just all about furthering the financial gain of the organization.
Are we being executed? What? What's the matter with you? Your friends negotiated your
Big words like bourgeoisie and proletariat confuse them. Oh my god, death. Remember the guy the other day who's like, big words?
Detective Rama.
My name is Gore.
He's like,
I need your life story.
yeah. Well, you guys like to use big words to confuse people. Are you weaponizing your lack of intelligence, sir? When they realize they turn on Red Dawn and drink a Bud Light to cleanse their souls. Yeah, ugh. That sounds about right. Sister Molly? Yeah, Sister Molly. Don't call me that. I know I did say that I could... Well, there's a reason that I can relate to her situation, but not entirely. there are some things I wouldn't have done. I don't think. I don't know. I wasn't in her situation. But yeah, I was on the worship team. I was the lead singer. I went to Croatia to sing the stupid gospel songs to the people who didn't give a shit because they're like post-religious. And they're like, fuck this shit. We've seen it before. What are you guys doing? And I remember thinking, yeah, I kind of agree with you guys. I'm not sure why I'm here either. I just wanted to get out of the country. Does that make me a hypocrite? But I met new people and I did new things and I learned some of the language, and I would walk down to the coffee shop in the morning. Everybody else that I was with would like go do American things. I don't even know what that was, but like I don't know what it is about Americans abroad that it's just like they're drawn to the nearest fast food joint that looks American. Like if there is a McDonald's anywhere nearby, they're going to go do that because I want to see what it's like in other countries. And I'm like, I have no desire to find out what a McDonald's in Venezuela is like. There's a panaderia right there that has like cafe marron and the little the pan dulce and like I don't know. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna go over there. Well, they probably don't speak English, so figure it out. Be awkward. Point at things. Ask questions. ¿Cómo se dice? That thing. I would like to eat that thing. Con queso. There, the one with the cheese. Be awkward. Be a foreigner. But don't be a foreigner that just sticks with what they know. Like, what is the point of being overseas if you don't explore? If you don't experience the culture and the food and the... I can't tell you how many times I've had people come up to me and like rattle off stuff in Spanish. Be like, I can tell they're excited that I'm there, but I don't know what they're saying because they're talking so fast. I can't process it. But one time I was there, I had made a friend in Venezuela, in Caracas. One time we had made a friend that spoke English and Spanish. And so my brothers and I would go around with him, and when they were talking really fast, I know we couldn't figure out what they were saying. I was just being myself. I was doing my thing. And my brothers were younger than me, so they kind of trailed behind. And I was probably, 16, 17 at the time. And he would translate for me, like, or help me understand what they were saying. They were talking so fast. And he's like, oh, they think you're cool because you're trying. And I was like, oh, okay. That's nice. Like, they don't hate you so much when you're trying as they do when you just walk in acting like you own the place because you're fucking American. I don't know. We get a bad rap overseas, and there's a reason we do. There's a reason. How is it my fault they're too stupid to understand what I'm saying? Read a book. I know, right? Random sub emote unlock. Okay. Learn how to say yo quiero un pan dulce, por favor. It's not that hard. Like, before I went to Croatia, I had like this list. I still have it in one of my boxes of keepsake stuffs, but I had an entire list that I had written out of commonly used phrases, and I had a book to translate. And did I retain much of it? No. Was able to get around and go to the local store and buy like soap and food and stuff that I had no idea what it was because there was no English translation on the box. It was just like mystery food. Let's find out what this is, And like, I felt like while I was there, I was going through the motions of doing what I was supposed to do as the missionary worship team, whatever. But I felt like I was kind of disembodied the entire time. I was looking at us from like a third perspective. I was like, I was sitting here doing the thing I was supposed to be doing, but I was over there and I was watching us from everybody else's perspectives. And I was looking at us and I was like, we look ridiculous. This is stupid. Why are we here? They are not interested in what we have to say. They don't care about our music. Our music is subpar, for one thing. And it, yeah, why were we here? Why were we there? What was the point? For me, the point was I was experiencing other cultures and I was meeting people and I was making friends and I was learning things and I was exploring. But I'm not really a very good missionary because I don't really believe in it. It was more like, what can you teach me? I was always asking them questions. What do you think? What do you believe? Oh yeah, well that's stupid because this and that and the other thing. And you know, God is this and God is that. And I'm like, yeah, I think I can see that. Like, I was getting converted in Croatia, not the other way around. Maybe that's how it should be. Be awkward, be caveman, grunt and point, understanding that is in us all. Yes. I was pushing buttons to see what they do. Got an emo. Oh, cool, Kazi. I've never understood how that works. Like, even the gigantify the emo, I don't understand how it works because I don't see it on my end, but apparently it works on y'all's end. So, you push buttons. Do what you want. His music is about to reset. I'll be right back. I know I say that a lot. I hear the pattern in the music and I know it's about to reset. I have loads of points because I never shut up, but I have no idea what they do. Oh, do you get more points because you talk a lot? I think you just got points for being here for like a certain amount of time. I didn't realize you got more for being wordy. Ian must have boatloads of points. I was going to say Ether too. I don't know. Most of you are quite chatty. I have plenty of points to do lots of things. I also don't like spending them. I like number go up. You might be a points capitalist. I don't know, Kazi. I mean, you are here pretty consistently now. You're 7.8. You would have way more than that if you weren't constantly combating static silence command. Actually, several of you probably would. 7.8k. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what you would do with them either. Twinsies. 48k ether. Holy shit. Holy shit is right. Also, I'm pretty sure ether has never spent a single point. Everybody else was always spamming the piggy treats and the piggy cuddles and the meal requests, and ether would just like sit there on his hoard of points. Yeah, I'm not sure you've ever spent any of them. Why am I Oh, it's because my back is so tight. I'm like, I look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame right now. There's no need to get that close to the mic. You guys can hear me. Whew. Okay. I can't find my TENS device. I organized it out of my space. I don't know where I put it. I have the pads. I have the cord. I can't find the device. It's kind of helped me survive, honestly, the last few years.
Personal effects from the box there.
There's something about a lack
We
of
hope you
any
enjoyed your stay
like
at the Shinji
physical
Detention
contact with
Center.
other human beings
Now, if you'll follow
that
me. Akane.
I don't know. The TENS device is a good substitute. If you're in my spot,
I was trying to tell you, Commander. the
TENS are
airship
useful.
crash-landed in-
Kantha.
And they're not terribly
The waters
expensive. I
and
think the one I had
faithful
was like
hospitality.
$40 or
Been a while.
something.
Did you miss us?
Cantha? I don't know what to say.
Kind of a decent
Only been
substitute for
114 years. Not like you had time to
back
prepare
rubs,
something.
massages, all the things.
What the alchemy is that?
Security Mac or something. I can't keep up with all the new tech.
Curiously reminiscent of our golems. Has Kantha been trading with Radissoon?
Which part of we've been closed to the outside world for over 100 years did you not understand?
Detective Rama. You're funny.
We're here.
I actually just started looking at what to redeem them for, and for half a second I considered spending something and then got disgusted with myself and backed out. Oh, look, there's the logo, End of Dragons. We finally hit it. Took me long enough. Oh, excuse me.
Titan ambassador's waiting for you.
I love them, and compression
our
boots.
Minister of Security wants
Lifesavers.
to
Oh,
speak with you
the
after.
10s units, man. That is one thing that he introduced me to, and I was like, how did I not know this was a thing? Because I know about back massagers. We've had a conversation about that recently, haven't we? But those require you to, like, be able to reach and hold it in place, and it's like, oh. This thing is just like, my tension always goes down the back of my neck and behind the shoulder blades, like right there in that spot, you know, that you can't reach, the spot you can't reach, and it just sits there. I don't know where I put it. Those kinds of things are nice, but I prefer to have a little Asian lady beat the shit out of my back. I swear, some of them have to be Russian bodybuilders in disguise. I absolutely believe in massage, not the weird stuff, the actual, like, deep tissue massage. And my God, it is hard to find somebody who is not afraid. Every time I run into somebody who's just like, is this pressure enough? And I'm like, it feels like a butterfly is tickling my back. Can you, like, beat the shit out of it, please? I finally found one right before. No, I was barely pregnant with my kiddo, and I found somebody. I was like, I was so desperate and so miserable, and I was like, I made sure that they understood pregnancy massage and that they weren't going to hit any pressure points that could be dangerous and all this stuff. And it was amazing. It was really good. They provided enough pressure. They were professional. They were not terribly expensive. And then I never had the opportunity to go back because I had never had anybody that could watch my kid for 30 minutes to an hour ever again. And now I'm finally getting to the place again where maybe that could be a thing. But I don't really have the funds for that. So, soon. One day soon. Like, obviously, my cousin and my brother are both massage therapists, but they live in ridiculously far away. So, it's not relevant. But I believe in the power of it, for sure. Compression boots. I don't have compression boots, but I have like these, like, I have like 2 pairs of shoes. I have work shoes and I have that are generally like non-slip black Skechers because they don't hurt my feet for some reason. Those don't usually. That I can wear in the kitchen or wherever. And then I've got my boots. I don't know what kind of style they'd be considered, but they're like high, like ankle, like above the ankle. They're usually like lace up, but they've gotten, advanced. So now there's a zip up the side, so they're easy to put on. And they've got like a ½ inch to an inch heel, maybe max. They're like low boots, and they're usually black, and they're like, I should just post a picture in the Discord instead of trying to describe this shit. I literally buy the same pair of boots every couple of years when they finally give out. I buy the same ones. They're like leather, they're black, they're comfortable. They're just so comfortable. I wear them all winter and spring and fall, and they're perfect. And I will just be buying the same pair of boots probably for the rest of my life. They can go with dresses. They can go with jeans. They go with everything. And they're super comfortable. I have like 2 pairs of shoes. 3. I have sandals. I have some sandals. If it's too hot, I wear those. But that's it. And I buy like the same exact pair of sandals. They work. Why would you change it up? Anyway, my back massager, I just turn it on and chuck it in my bed. Vibrates the whole thing. My kid likes to do that. He turns on the back massager and just like sits it on his pillow next to him, and he just sits there and just the whole bed is vibrating, and he's just like it makes him feel better. I had an intimate relationship with a calf massage chair at a hostel. Santo Domingo. You mean a hostel, not a hostile? Calves have never been a thing that I needed, but oh my god, the most recent thing that I actually did was when I went to the mall, that somehow still exists here, and they still have like those massage chairs that you can use a credit card and sit in them, and it's big and empty and there's never anybody around, so I could just let my kid run back and forth with his little bouncy ball that he got out of the little machine he was obsessed with, and he would just run around playing with the bouncy ball, and I would keep an eye on him, and I sat in the chair and got a massage, a chair massage, and I was like, oh, this is a thing I could do. He's finally old enough, and also like this is a thing I could do, and I haven't been back because we've had everything else happening now. We don't have time to go to the mall. The first time I had one, I went and saw this little Asian lady, like 5'0" nothing. I'm convinced she was trying to massage the muscles on the front of my body by going through my back. She took me apart and put me back together. That is the best kind. That first 100 miles murdered my legs. Oh, well, yeah, you did do a lot of walking. Probably if I was doing that much walking, I would also be a fan of the calf massage. They're like space boots they put on after surgery in the hospital. They pump up and down like a blood pressure cup. Oh. I don't know. There's something about my boots. They hug my legs, but I can't take too much pressure or I start to feel like claustrophobic in my feet. Wait. Is that a thing? Does anybody else feel claustrophobic in their feet sometimes? It just occurred to me that maybe that's not common. Like they can't breathe. Like there's anyway too much pressure, too much. That's why I can't wear like pressure socks, like compression socks. I can't wear those either because I just like feel like I'm suffocating. My feet are suffocating. No matter what kind I've gotten, they just always feel like they're suffocating me, and I'm just like I can't do it. One of the times I went to see her, she had another client, and when she was done, she complained to me that the guy kept saying it was too hard. She thought he was just weak. Well, he probably was. Maybe he just didn't have the hardcore trauma built into his muscles that we do. I have 3 pair and never wear any of them anymore, though. Oh, okay. You're right, damn dyslexia once again. The hostel. I was not making fun. I was just double checking that you weren't saying that Santo Domingo itself was hostile to you. You meant the hostel. Just checking. Yes, a lot don't like stuff on their feet or hands. I get that. That's why I don't wear high top shoes or boots. Yeah, I think that's why it's weird to me. Like the high top, my boots are like they're high top. Like they go above the ankle, but they're like flexible enough. Like other shoes, like they give me like they hurt me walking around in them. Like so, for instance, one day I actually wore my boots to work because my shoes were like in the washing machine and I'd forgotten to dry them or something, because I also have washable work shoes because why not? And unfortunately, like walking around all the time in those boots anywhere else is fine, but walking as much as I do at work and with all of the positions that I end up being in at work, to like, you know, picking things up off of bottom shelves and like, I don't know, there's something about being at work that the boots were terribly, like they hurt my feet by the end of the day. But anything else, like if I wear them in civilian life, like it's no problem at all. They're the most comfortable boots I've ever had. But yeah, anyway, I don't generally do high tops of any kind, but those boots work. Gloves or anything? Oh yeah, me too. My ankles are strapped together in tape and my boots are tight as they go to overcome the plantar fasciitis. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, I've been there. Ooh, I've been there. I also had several foot injuries just from when I was in ballet because like the strain, I think you were talking about you strained your foot the other day, and I was thinking about it because it was like, the irony is that I have never hurt myself when I was dancing. I hurt myself when I wasn't dancing, but it was a dance injury. It was like when you sickle your foot, right? When your ankle bends in instead of keeping it out. Keeping your toes pointed outward, it keeps the strength in the ankle. And if it sickles, that's when you end up with like a sprained ankle or a strained muscle. And I had strained like the muscle that goes over the top of my foot and over to the back of my pinky toe. So it was like the entire stabilizing force. As long as I kept my foot straight, I was fine. But if I tried to bend it at all, any direction, it was hell. And I rolled my ankle walking upstairs at home. Not even dancing. Not doing pirouettes. Not doing grand jetés. Not doing anything that might cause me to roll my... and just walking up the stairs. And it was especially ironic because I was dancing so much at the time. It was when I was first streaming. I was actually dancing... I was in dance like 3 times a week. I had recitals every few months. I had to quit ballet because I was so debilitated from the trauma that I literally just felt like a dead weight. It's hard to fly when you feel like you weigh 500 pounds and it's because of emotional and mental like weight. But that feeling of flying is like flying. It's like flying across the floor. It's good exercise. Maybe someday I'll go back. It's expensive though. Everything's expensive. You prefer as little sole as possible in my shoes. Yeah, it's better for my shoes to be as almost barefoot as possible. Like the shoes I wear to work every day is like this, like these thin little Skechers, like there's no support. If I buy shoes with support, like in any way, it just hurts my feet. It's just like, they're like, this is not what we signed up for. Please stop. We don't need any support. We're good. That reminds me of my youngest. She wants to walk like Morticia Adams, so she strapped her legs together with a belt and was trying to stairs. Don't do that. Please don't do that. I have done that. Please don't do that. Thankfully, I was able to put weight on my foot on Wednesday. Now it's just a point pain on the top of my foot. Oh, good. As long as you don't strain it again, you're good. I kept re-straining my foot because I was a dumbass. After all of the training that I got, I should have known better, but I didn't.
Kaz, Jory, I'm glad you're here. Have you heard anything about Aurene? Is she...
She's fine. Recovering. Don't worry. Case with her. You'll see her soon. It's okay to take a moment to find your bearings. After we heard about what happened, we were so... Anyway, took a little while, but it all worked out. Sort of.
I'm still missing some pieces. How did you find us?
Find you?
You kind of caused a hot, steaming mess of a circus show.
An international incident. Jenna sent me to Smooth Feathers. And no way would I let Jory miss the opportunity of a lifetime.
Don't know about that. Not like I ever expected to see this place. But sure, if you say so.
You know it is. Commander, there'll be time to catch you up, but that man wanted to speak to you.
Meet the Minister of Security. Okay. She finally stopped, but it was a battle. Well, you best believe I've been extremely careful going up and down stairs the rest of this week. Good, Ether.
So,
it's like I strained my foot more recently, and I'm not even sure what I did. But I was fine until I got in the car and tried to drive, and then I was like, oh my god. Because I drive a stick shift, and I was having to clutch and brake and clutch brake and gas, clutch brake, you know. And I was like, every time I had to shift my foot a tiny bit to the left to hit the clutch, I was like, oh my god, I can't move.
Doing whatever's necessary to keep your people
safe. As long as I was walking around the house, I was fine. As long as I was doing everything else, I was fine. I did not realize until I put myself in the car and tried to take us, I think we had to go to the dentist or something, the kiddo. And I was like, oh.
I must return to my duty.
Okay.
Welcome to the sovereign empire of Cantha.
Well, Commander, you're almost free of me.
Her new thing is a Victorian cane and a sun umbrella that is safer. So cute.
Rama, a word.
Well, you succeeded in completing this chapter. I don't know why I ever think that I'm actually going to play the game.
I've been busy handling our guest of honor, but I'll be back
Fishing
on the case
hole
soon as this is
master.
wrapped up.
Good. Then maybe we'll finally make some headway.
Okay.
Detective.
I have more stuff in my backpack than I can carry. Of course I do. What's this guy? Can't open him either. Can I sell this? Thank you. Still can't do that. Okay. Your inventory's... Oh, it's because my inventory is still full. My bad. Oh, God. My inventory is always full. This is such a problem. What's this? There, I consumed some karma. Can I open this now? Can I deposit things? Okay. Only one mini. I've consumed you. Can you go away now? I'm gonna... no, that's not what I was trying to do. Okay. Oh, you're still sitting there? Legendary weapon bolt crafted 3 of 4 weapons. Oh, okay. Well, I need lots of things, don't I? Still unlocking things. The Bifrost, the Minstrel, Kudzu. Apparently all of these required these items that I just picked up, which are not really that uncommon for me. Just... Despite the games I play, I hate inventory management. Yeah. Same. I'm always running into the problem too because, well, I'm always running into the problem. See, I couldn't decide if I wanted those, so I haven't gotten rid of them yet. See. I think we're gonna have to open crafting preview with item. What? Oh Lord, there's all kinds of stuff I could be crafting, huh? What about things I can make? Yeah, but this isn't necessarily pulling things from my inventory. It's pulling things from everywhere. Yeah, well. What's this? I don't think I need those, actually. There we go. I was looking for an opportunity to... Well, I don't know. I thought it was fine. Now I'm not sure. Yes, please do. Can I deposit things? There we go. Ugh. If I've equipped him, then why can't I, like... Oh, there we go. Add it to the account wardrobe and make it go away. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to do. Trade this to an armor smith. Ugh. Alright. Oh, it's midnight. I need to go to bed. What's this up here? Craft the sword. Yeah, no, I think so. Ugh. It's been a long day.
Hey, Tiny.
Long fucking
They've
day.
released the commander. Gorg, too.
Good. I look forward to telling Gorak how much of a choya brain he was for trusting Anka.
To be fair, we all agreed to the plan.
Yeah, if by agreed you mean went along with it, but told you the whole time it was a bad idea. Yeah, but you're right. We did. Still, he and I are gonna have a talk.
Commander, Aureen found herself a nice little sea cave to rest up in. She'd love for you to come by.
I hitched a ride with a local fisherman. If you don't mind answering a few nosy questions, I bet you can too.
Don't forget, you need to meet with Detective Rama as well.
Find a fisherman to guide you to Aureen's cave. Well, I need to fix this inventory management issue that I've got. Oh, here's an overlook. Pretty. Who's this guy over here? Jade Tech Offensive Protocol. Oh, never mind. Oh, I can't jump over the fence? That's new. There's a raptor shepherd / a raptor taxi. What? There's a raptor taxi? Well, I don't need to be taking that. I got invisible walled. Yeah. Apparently. Fuck that shit. There's a jade battery over there. What's that for? Can I has? You've encountered jade technology. Requires a jade bot to make use of it. Oh. Okay. It's part of the masteries. There's one right there. Here's a fisherman.
I speak in poems. Passes the time.
You the one needing a lift out to the sea caves?
That's me.
Your friend said you might be by.
Mom immersion.
Odd one, that friend is. Smart, but
Ether, I have a question for you.
unsettling way.
How many people have you ferried home? Just ask. For a friend. Stop being obtuse. You know what I'm asking. Why won't it let me go into the instance? Like, get the lay of the land? I don't want to go under the dock. I want to go on. Oh, I can't do that? Okay, fine. I'll just go around down here. I guess that's what you want me to do anyway. Let's go poke around. Since I can't get up on the docks.
Quickly.
Today has been 6, but in general it's been 14,327. Oh, okay. I confess, I thought you had sat in a parking lot again, so I'm impressed. Yeah, I mean you have, yes, but I thought you had never started. I'm glad you have begun. Why can't I get out of the water? And also, what does it want me to do? They won't let me go into this instance. Oh, wait. Something dangerous has been drawn. Oh, there it is. It's like way down here in the corner. You did some before dinner? Okay. Wait, you did some before you popped in here and now you haven't done anything? I only have 2 hours or so left to do it, so before I have to go home and sleep, I have 2 computer appointments tomorrow, and then I need to pack for New Orleans. Oh, another New Orleans trip?
Generally, we talk about
I think I remember the last one, unless there was another in between. That sounds
You're
fun.
not secretly a god or something, are you?
No, not that I know of.
Whoa, you're really, really tall. Are all your people that big?
Sorry, are you asking me if my entire race is the exact same height?
No. Never mind.
You're really, really tall. Yeah, so? Yep, and on that note, stream will be postponed to either Wednesday or Thursday. But Ether! I can't make it on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Just to keep your feet dry.
Tuesday is the day. You can't change it up on me. No, it's probably going to be a duck stream. Oh, well, that's a quack. Yes. Kazi, I don't know if you've ever been to a duck stream, but you should keep an eye out because, let me see if I can do this. Nope, that didn't work. I have to just type it and trust. Yeah, there we go. The duck stream. Oh my god, the ducks. And Kazi, I keep missing you guys' stream. Do I not have notifications turned on or something? I really want to see the Boom Duck Saints. I want to listen in. Sometimes at work and I just check to see is there anybody on and there's never anybody on that I know. So I'm like, yeah, okay. We haven't been streaming the last few weeks. Oh, okay. I mean, that's fine. I just want to make sure I'm not missing stuff. And like, well, I miss a lot of things anyway, but you know, twice for a couple hours. Okay. If you can't make it, it'll still be there for your background noise. Yes, thank you, Ether. No, Tuesdays are the jam. I feel like it kind of works well, but also doesn't work well because Tuesdays are usually like crunch time for me to get assignments done. And then I'm like, I'm busy doing assignments, but I'm also listening to stream. But I'm not very chatty, so it doesn't necessarily feel like I'm there maybe, but I'm definitely listening while I'm typing. Why did I decide to put this on my plate? I don't know. And why did I get a 0 on that one? I don't know why I got a 0. I must have missed something. The feedback just said I didn't submit it, but I did. Anyway, who cares? It's fine. Hubby doesn't tend to stream unless I'm on too, and I've been snoozing a lot. Yeah, I would probably be snoozing a lot if I had the ability to. I do check the user list every once in a while, and I know you're still there. Okay. You know I'm just lurking. Okay. Yeah, I don't ever check the user list. I never have any idea who's here. Unless I see people talking, I assume everybody went to sleep, and I'm completely fine with it. But I also just don't have the bandwidth to try to check it. But yeah. It's sweet though, Kazi. Like, it's sweet. Stream together or not at all. Trust me, I look because I want to know who the 8 people were who were watching the last stream. I mean, I don't blame you also because a lot of us are just really, like, a lot of times I feel like the majority of us tuning in are just like sitting there just like mesmerized or like zoning out or falling asleep and as a streamer, that is hard for me sometimes, not knowing what's going on. if people aren't talking because there's nothing to say or if they're just chilling and enjoying it. You do really well with it. You just like carry on and just do your thing, which is probably why so many of us are sitting there just going, You know how they always told us like the one thing as a new streamer was to just learn how to talk to yourself or like to talk as if somebody's there and all this stuff. And I remember thinking, no, I'm pretty good at talking even if there's nobody there because I can't seem to shut up and that's like a thing I do. But quality and quantity are two very different things. Yeah. My friend in Texas is messaging me. What is she saying? Woohoo! I said fuck you to Bank of America and most of my other random bank accounts a few years ago because they kept charging me for not having direct deposit. And I'm like, you're charging me to store the money that I put in there because I'm not consistently bringing you more money? Fuck you. I closed all the accounts. And I just got like these online accounts like with Ally and some of the other ones, I think. And I was like, they have a higher rate of interest on the savings accounts. They don't charge you to not have any money. And it's just as accessible to me as any of the other ones were. So yeah, I don't need a physical bank I can walk into. I'm good, thanks. Yeah. Excuse me. Fun fact, I do actually have viewers from Russia when I'm playing Workers and Resources. Fun facts. Oh, BS like that is why I will never bank with an actual bank ever again. Credit unions all day, every day. Thank you very much. I do have a credit union thanks to my last job, which was halfway decent, and they have their own credit union, and I obviously signed up, and that's how I got my car loan, and that's how I had such a low interest rate that I literally paid it off in like 3 years, and it was like, I don't know, 16K. I don't even remember how much I paid on it. It was gone so fast. Like, it was a 2018 model that I bought in 2020, and it was paid off by the beginning of this year. Like, it didn't feel like I was paying off a car forever. And they have lots of other things that they offer, including, you know, like decent like discounts and deals on, you know, insurance and everything else. Like, I don't know, it's been a really good experience, but not all credit unions are created the same either. But, you know, I definitely get a better interest rate on my savings account through Ally. But yeah. You just swap my loan for my card over my credit union. Probably better. Yeah, you should, if you haven't already. Like, that's the only reason I was actually approved for my car loan, was because my credit union had my back. I probably couldn't have qualified otherwise. It is so hot in here today.
Commander, so good to see you walking free again.
Yeah, what was it like? You know, in the slammer. Did you get any prison tattoos?
Okay, that's enough fun at my expense.
I feel like the fan is really loud, so I keep muting the mic if I'm going to use it, but... Freedom!
I just finished running a series of tests on her, and frankly, I'm baffled.
Am I the only one that thought of my heart will go on? Oh, Lord. The problem is that it always ends up in my eyeballs, and then that drives me nuts, and I can't do it. You can't hear it at all? Oh, maybe I should keep it running. If it just wouldn't blow in my eyeballs, I'd be fine. That had never occurred to me, but thanks for the visual. Now I'm angry again that they didn't both fit on the door. They could have totally fit on the door. There's a hum, but not wind noise. Oh, because in here, it's literally like, wow, like it feels like you've got a box fan like going. I don't know why it's not picking it up. It's insane. Maybe I can turn it down a tad. Oh, that's max. That's the light change. That's red, blue, purple, green, green again, blue. Where's the red? There it is. Maybe I should leave it running while I can go and come back, and it'll be cooler in here. There, I just have to find the right angle to where it's not gonna like blow in my face. I don't even have any water in it. It's just blowing the wind. Alright, well, what was I doing? Not that way. Follow Keith into the cave. Oh, whoops. This way? That's not the cave. That's Timey. Where did she go? Oh, there we go. Aha, there's Aurene.
Champion. Aurene, you're sure you're... I'm fine. Tired. And there's a hollow feeling, as if something is missing. I see.
Commander, can we talk over here for a second?
Talk with Marjorie, of course. Sure.
I think this is taking a toll on her mentally more than anything else. Wish we could perk her up somehow.
Well, I hand-fed her fish as a hatchling when she was fussy.
Well, there's a great big ocean right out there. Need any fishing supplies?
You have fishing supplies?
Hey, there hasn't been much to do with Kaz spending all day in meetings. It's meditative.
Okay, now I have to go fishing. Of course I have to go fishing. How? Use the cast line skill. Target a large body of water or fishing hole. Well, that's not really a... You must have a lure or bait equipped. Okay. How? Alrighty. Guess let's go this way. No, I'm leaving the mission area. Okay. What do they want me to do? Catch a fish for Aurene. Yeah, well, I don't... Okay, there must be a way to equip this shit somehow. Do I have a lure or some bait somehow? Caches of riches, research kits. Well, a well-worn storybook with a cat face on the front. Okay, what? Training skimmer, Aether location. Endless shiny chest tonic. Well... Author's note in chapter 1. The greatest captain to never sail the mighty seas of Katstora. Oh boy. It all started when Leo said to himself, meow. Oh, okay. Captain Leo the Relentless. Alright then. Well. I don't know how I'm supposed to fish. It's not like that.
Never leave a wrong to ripen into evil.
I can't go that way or I'll leave the mission area. There's not much else over here. I'm probably just supposed to cast my rod or something. I don't, but it won't let me. Is there something I need to find? Maybe I need to get in the water. Catch a fish. Well, no idea how to catch a fish. No idea. I probably need to have trained to mastery or something. Fishing reduces time to catch fish. That doesn't mean you can't catch fish. What the heck? How do I catch a fish? Okay. That's not it. And that's not it. Huh. Did I miss something really important in the quest line that told me how to do it? Probably. I'm usually good at that because I'm too busy in a hurry to get out of there to listen to what they're saying. Which is a bad habit. Team required. Okay, I wasn't trying to do Worldly World. I was trying to figure out what the heck to do here. Yeah, well, probably just need to go to sleep and call it a night. Ugh, I don't know how to finish this chapter, so bye-bye. I am too tired to figure that out. Alright, let's see if there's anybody on that we know. Do we know anybody? Finhuza? Jamakla. Jamakla's playing Storebound. Let's go raid Jamakla. I don't ever get to raid him. Let's go say hi. It's been a long fucking day, man. And it's time. Where is that? Nope, that's not what I'm trying to do. Where's my main? There it is. Okay, thank you. What is this called? Yeah, there we go. Don't blame me. Fishing is my least favorite mini. I don't have the problem. I have to stop procrastinating and go to work. Not a fan. Sorry, bud. No, yeah, I've been up since 5. I need to just go to bed. Ish. I'm gonna go to bed and stare at the ceiling, but I'm gonna try to go to sleep. You know. That's how that works. Store bound. Okay. Oh, Overwatch. Yeah, no. Where's Jamakla? Where's he at? Where is he? Where are they at? Hello? Hello? What? I see Crow. Oh, there he is. Okay. This one. Alright, well, guys, I appreciate you hanging out tonight. Thank you. And I'll see you tomorrow. That was you last night. Doom scrolled until 2 a.m. Woke up at 6:30. I was up until almost 2 a.m. last night. I was doing reading assignments, etc. And then I went to bed, and then I did fall asleep, but I was up by 5. Like, my body just automatically wakes up at 5, and it's like, okay, let's go. And I'm like, I don't have to be up till, like, 5:50. Like, so then I have to doze for the next few hours. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. My brain is just, I mean, with TMJ and everything else, I mean, it's no wonder my body's just like, fuck this shit. You're gonna get just enough sleep to survive tomorrow. That's it. Yeah. Good night, Ether. Enjoy your, the rest of your Ubering. Go say hi to Dramakla, guys. He cracks me up. Have a good one.